guys, welcome to Football with Brownie. Hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe and spreading the love during this pandemic because we all need a little bit of loving, guys. We all need a little bit of loving, especially what's happening in the last 24 hours if we were starting to know what I'm talking. Check below. Please like, share, subscribe to Football with Brownie. We are motoring at the moment because of the Euros, and I have to say it's not just it's the help of Dea here, the help of Tufty, the help of Developer, the help of everybody in the chat, all the supporters. I can't describe. Sorry, pressing that with a lisp. But I can't describe just how happy regarding the subscription amount. We are, the last time I heard, we are about 65 away. And it's getting quite real now. Right? I think that is anyway, welcome to the Daily Roundup show. I don't know where the hell Tufty is. I've tried to contact him. I've tried to ring him. I know he was on your show earlier on, Dea.
He was, yeah. Good show with Tufty. If you want to watch Tufty talking about Newcastle United and watch him apologise, he actually apologises to the owner of Newcastle, Mike Ashley. He's been calling for him to be sacked and not sacked, but to resign and sell the club and many other things. The Cockney chav up north and all things. But I was quite surprised today. Nathan Tufty came on the show and apologised live on air to Mike Ashley. You can watch the full exclusive show at the Days Banter Show. The Days Banter Show on YouTube.
What I'll do after the show, I'll put a link also in the description as well, so people can, click on that link and then it goes straight to that particular video as well. But please subscribe to the Days Banter as well.
It's good fun. It's good fun. It's a good show. It's different to football shows. We do a bit of football on there, of course, as we're football lovers and football's coming home. But
we'll get to that now. But if Tufty is actually in hiding now because of all the anti-Mike Ashley people chasing him out of South Shields with burning torches. Although I hear South Shields is more of a Sunderland area than Newcastle, but never mind, that's another thing. But Tufty, let me know. Let me know if you're okay, actually. I think that's a bit of a first matter.
Yeah, you had COVID. Well, all three of us, funny enough, isn't it a coincidence? Me, you, and Tufty all had our first COVID jabs yesterday.
Yeah, on the same day.
Yeah.
On the same day, I know. It must be all like.
You got a sore arm. Tufty was moaning his arm's bloody sore.
Yeah.
Mine's bloody sore, I know that.
Mine is as well.
Yeah. There we go, mate. There we go.
There we go. Let's go in the chat. Let's go in the comments first. We've got FIFA. Hi, FIFA. Hope you're well. And I tell you what, FIFA is another good supporter of the channel. He does screenshots and everything on Twitter. And I'm very, very grateful for that, FIFA. Many thanks, mate. Randy, obviously, they can't believe I missed your live stream with the most unprofessional YouTuber in history.
Hey, Randy, you may have missed it, but he was actually professional. He was. Didn't swear once, not one swear word. No, he didn't go for a piss. He didn't swear. But it was a miracle, mate.
Dan, hi Dan. Hope you're well, my friend. How are you today? Yeah, not too bad, my friend. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Louis Oden, yo. Randy, there. I have to disagree with you on Saka. He's dreadful in the last game. I thought he was as well, Randy, if I'm honest with you. I made a list on what he did in the last game.
Well, the rumour is he's starting again tonight, isn't he?
I don't know.
So the rumour, I don't think the team's officially been announced, but it's it's rumoured that he's starting again tonight. I disagree with Randy. I thought he was running rings around the Germans myself. But we'll see. Let's move on now. Let's go and beat Denmark tonight, and God save the Queen.
And a regime. I know it.
937 subs already, eh?
Yeah. I'm not going to hide from a fact. Not going to hide from a fact at all. I I clout chased the last few days using other YouTubers and bigger YouTubers.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Part of this channel is to call out other YouTube. It's a football channel, right? And whether that goes on, about football on the pitch or football talk off the pitch. If a YouTuber makes ridiculous comments, I will clout chase, and I'll use it to benefit this channel. I got no doubts about that. And I'm sure, by the way the numbers are going, I'm sure that, I'll be clipped in years to come and people will use that. Welcome to fucking the YouTube world. Welcome to the YouTube world. So yeah, it has gone, and I make I'm not embarrassed whatsoever how I done it, the tactics I used. Cameron, the only thing that's coming home is my 400 quid winnings after Denmark winning penalties. First of all, I'd like to say, Cameron, I hope your dad is better as well. Give him our love. But I can't see it. Man, I can't see it. I know. We'll talk about it later. Let's go through the comments first, man. What? Tufty apologize? You come out with right, hang on. Hold the fort. We got Tufty coming in, right? Hold the fort, Steve. I need to send him a link.
Okay, mate. Yeah, well, Tufty apologised. If you go to the day's banter, maybe Randy, you could put the link in the comments for the others, if you can do us a favour. But, yeah, full apology. Apologise to Mike Ashley. And he explained why Newcastle fans have been frustrated, despite Ashley buying the club, saving the club from administration. And out of the blue, he apologised. As you know, the day's man, this show's not scripted. Guests don't know what questions are coming. It's all live throughout. We don't do pre-broadcasts. It's all live. And out of the blue, Tufty apologised to Mikey Ashley. So, yeah, interesting.
Right. Randy can't do it, but I will do it anyway. Because I've just got the link. But guys in the chat, that's a link to Steve's show when it comes up. And just on point, there we go.
Hello.
Here he is.
I know I've missed 3 of your missed calls. I've been really busy doing something.
Well,
you haven't had the son on or Mike Ashley on, have you? Inviting you down Sports Direct for a meeting?
No. I've just been actually speaking to one of Amanda Stabley's secretaries.
All right.
And she's agreed to come on the channel, but I've got to set up a date for the channel for her.
Oh, that'd be tough.
Good on you. People outside Newcastle may not agree with your stance, and but that's football is all about opinions. But good on you.
Yeah, so let's hope.
Happy boy. Let's go on 5 now, mate. I'm on the cider.
Well, I'm going to start drinking probably an hour before kick off because I have got about 30.
Let's go through the comments and then we'll get on to it.
Football's coming home. It's coming home.
It's coming. Football's coming home.
The only thing that's coming home is a pack of Haribo. Leave it out, will you?
The only thing that's going home is Wales.
It should be owned by now, shouldn't they? They might have flown with Transport Wales.
No, not transport. It'll take them next week.
They'll still be at Wembley thinking where the fuck we got lost.
Randy said, not really clout chasing, it's calling out bullshit. That's probably, you're probably right, Randy, or you are right, in fact. It is calling out bullshit, but, if you talk to supporters of these individuals and clout chasing, so if they want to accuse me of clout chasing, and I'll take it on the chin, I'm clout chasing. Who gives a shit? The only thing I know about is my subscriber count.
Yeah, and I've got to set up a full. I've got 2 important guests coming on, Amanda Stabley and someone else. So hopefully, I need a background sorted. That's what I'm gonna have to develop.
What your green screen background?
No, like I'll have some James's Park on the screen, but I want a proper background, so I'm gonna have to sort something like that out.
Right. What else? Brownie beat me to it this time. It was only because Nathan wanted me to send him a link. Subscribe. You're gonna have a subscriber now, dear.
Thank you, mate.
Tufty.
Everyone counts.
What about pinning his channel to comments? That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, it's good.
Really good idea. Yeah. Well, bring that up, son. Come on, Browner.
How do I'm doing it on. I'm doing it. It's different. You see, I'm doing it. I don't know if I can do it on a phone. Can you do it on a phone, Dave?
What, pin this? Yeah.
How do I do it then? I'll have to out for next time.
No, it comes the excuses. I'll just keep shouting out the Days Banter Show.
Right. Yeah, lads, Beowulf is not happening in Cardiff. Right. Steve,
it is happening. It is happening.
I'm hitting.
Ask the question. I'd like to ask the question. Kels, why do you think it's not happening? Tell us why it's not happening. In your opinion, we respect it.
Right, okay. Cameron, I subbed here. Seems a proper lad. She's posting the City Forum every day. Okay.
Thank you, Cameron.
Nathan ain't winning it.
We are winning it. It's football is coming home. Like I've told you, it's Italy-England final. And I said that from day one.
Kelsey, right, okay. I want to raise this point here with you, Kels, mate, right? I could dream for a minute, yeah, that's great. But looking at the news, the last couple of days is dead in the water. Now, what news have you looked at?
Probably the Cardiff City forums that are a load of shit.
Yeah, well, you don't listen to them.
You don't listen to them. You listen to Brownie and you listen to Dia. Dia and Brownie have the insight.
Think about it. Daily Mirror yesterday, Daily Mirror put out breaking news, which they said Gareth Bale was retiring.
Yeah, that's what I sent Brownie. Yeah,
football apart from playing for Wales.
That's what I sent Brownie.
Now, there's a little bit of truth in that because Gareth Bale does really want to continue playing for Wales, right?
Yeah,
but he doesn't want. You can't play a retired player who's not training every day, keeping fit, and all the rest of it. So the Daily Mail are getting tidbits, right?
The Mirror, when there's a Mirror.
It was a Mirror.
The Daily Mirror, sorry, are getting tidbits. Now, the Daily Mirror is owned by Trinity Newspapers that owns the South Wales Echo, right? So anything that goes through the Mirror then goes down to Trinity Newspapers, other sub-papers that are interested for regions such as the South Wales Echo. So they have a little bit right. Yes, he does want to continue playing for Wales, but he's not going to think about it. You can't play for Wales if you're retired, right?
No, you can't.
You need to train with the club and you need to play with the club to keep your game level up, or you ain't going to play for Wales anyway. That's the first thing in the news. Second thing, don't listen to anything Anis Abraham writes on Cardiff City Forum. He hasn't got a clue about Gareth Bale. Right? He lives in Mallorca, miles away, and he just repeats on his message board, right, what other papers have said. Now, he'll even move and cheat. For instance, I put up last night of breaking news. Emilio Sala's sister went to commit attempted suicide, sadly.
Yeah, I watched it.
They removed that. His mod removed it this morning. When I spoke to Anis, who didn't know that it had been removed, they then put it up again. They just follow the main media press. Now, with football, the main media and press hardly ever get the inside information until it happens. So the news of the last couple of days, for the real news, read global247news.com, where you get it. Now, think about it, right? Oh, the other bit of the news, Gareth Bale's agent, Jonathan Barnett, said he's going back to Real Madrid, Kelsey, right, to play. Okay, if that's the case, why haven't they given him a squad number? Also, Why is he saying that? He's saying that he's playing the press to put pressure on the Real Madrid president he's trying to get Bale's contract settled with. Real Madrid do not want, clearly, Gareth Bale back.
No, they don't.
No squad number. He hasn't returned back with the rest of the players, although you could say he's having a break after the Euros. But
Yeah, but
many of the Real Madrid players have gone back to training already, right?
Yeah.
Why hasn't Bale? Why hasn't he got a squad number? Why? I'll give you the answer. He's not going back.
Yeah, because he's not in the plans.
He's not in the plans.
And Ancelotti, he declined a meeting with Ancelotti as well.
So they say, right? But I think that was press talk. At the end of the day, Real Madrid don't want him. He doesn't want to go to Real Madrid. He wants to stay in the Vale of Glamorgan. It's got to break somewhere in the middle. And the only way it's going to break is by terminating their contract of the next 12 months or settling the contract. Now, Real Madrid won't want to pay nothing because in their eyes, they've paid him a fortune for the time he's played for Real Madrid. He now doesn't want to play for Real Madrid, so why should they pay for that? On the agent side and the player's side, it's a case of, well, come on, I've won all this with you. I've done all this with you. We've got 12 months to run. It's worth, if I ride it out, it's worth £25 million, right? Let's settle the contract. Let's call it. Of course, they're gonna horse trade. Let's say 20 million, saving you 5 million, right? Then Real Madrid will say, look, we give you 10 or 15, and then the contract can be settled. So that's what's going on at the moment between the agent and Real Madrid. Now, what you've got to do in these things, Kelsey, is read between the lines and look at the jigsaw puzzle and find the pieces to put it all together. So I hope that explains a little bit. And Kelsey, go and subscribe to the Dave's Banter Show. Top man.
Yeah, one thing people in the UK may not know either is that last year, I don't know if you remember, Dave, I don't know if you were in Spain or you were in the UK at the time, but it was a bit of an uproar, really, regarding Luis Suarez leaving.
Yeah, I remember this. Same sort of scenario, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very similar. It's becoming a very similar scenario, right? And I won't be basically what happened. Luis Suarez quite injury prone the season before. Told Barcelona he was going to retire. The Barcelona then would. The theory was Barcelona then would retire him, which would then contract make Luis Suarez a free agent, right? However, Luis Suarez's party then had an agreement with Atletico Madrid to take him on as a free agent the moment in which Barcelona would retire him off.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, Barcelona caught on to this. And it was uproar. La Liga officials were involved and everything. Because basically, Luis Suarez tried to really stab Barcelona in the back.
He nearly got away with it, didn't he?
Well, he got away with it, but he got away with it in a way that, yes, you got to Atletico Madrid, but he didn't really get away with it because once they got rumor, once they heard of a rumor that what he was up to, Barcelona then put a stop to the project of retire him off, and they did get a fee from Atletico Madrid for him. Something that this really brings back that Luis Suarez story, and I'm just wondering.
Well, I think, Brownie, this is a little bit more simpler, right? Simply because what it all comes down to is three denominating. Real Madrid don't want Gareth Bale.
Yeah,
at the same time, they won't want to pay another £26 million for 12 months, right? Gareth Bale wants to stay in the Vale of Glamorgan. He got no intention of returning to Spain, or there's no desire to return to Spain. And the third denominator is they've got to set for that to happen, for both parties to be happy. they've got to settle the contract.
Hmm.
Now, where Gareth Bale's got to be very, very careful, and Real Madrid could play it clever, is because they're mercenaries. Let's be honest. Real Madrid are mercenaries, right?
Managers, footballers, mercenaries.
Yeah, it's a mercenary business. Football clubs are all mercenaries, right? But the point, what you would do now, where he's got to be careful, Gareth Bale, is not falling into breach of contract. Because once you breach a contract, you can then have a termination notice.
Yeah.
Right? So, for instance, if Real Madrid say to Gareth Bale, you've got to return for training on, let's say, July the 20th, and he doesn't turn up, that's a breach.
Yeah.
Right? And once you've breached your contract, the club then can terminate your contract, not pay you anything, and then you let it go to court a couple of years later if the player decides to attempt to sue the club.
And I heard something. I know, different player, but same club. Their first training was yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A certain player never turned up. Well, I know Randy'd be interested in it. A certain player never turned up. Martin Odegaard.
All right.
He never turned up.
Right.
So,
interesting.
I'm only presuming that Bale's at the moment on extended leave because of the Euros, playing in the Euros. Hence why he wasn't back at Real Madrid yesterday.
Well, have you heard also about players not being allowed to play in the Olympics?
I'm not one. If I'm honest with you, I know a lot of like South American countries are. I'm not one for
the Olympics in football for me don't go.
Yeah, but would you let your players go to the Olympics or not?
Would what?
Would you let your player, if you were a manager, would you let
No,
your player
I want him back at the club. He's got a fucking job to do.
Yeah.
Bottom line. Fanning around winning fucking gold medals in fucking Tokyo. I don't want him out there.
Why, in case he catches COVID, then he's fucked.
Well, not just fucking COVID, mate. It should be pre-season with the lads to get them ready for the Premiership. Football shouldn't be in the bucket. It should be amateur football. But there's not much amateur football about these days, is there? But it should be, far lower clubs and Premiership players playing in the bloody World Cup for football. Not the World Cup, sorry, the Olympics. The Olympics is really about athletics, isn't it?
Yeah. It definitely is. Yeah.
I mean, the way Real Madrid are going about it, they just want to cap in on it. SAP. So I can't see what the problem is.
Well, the problem is £26 million, mate. Yeah, the problem is if you think of it, if you're Gareth Bale, you want to set it up for as near as much as 26 million as possible, because you can just go back to train with the kids in Real Madrid, basically, right, and pick up 26 million quid. Right?
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. Or you just go in the bomb squad. Every club's got a bomb squad of players they want to get rid of. They're not going to play. You don't give them a squad number.
Basically, the under 23s. Basically, that.
I've got to go training at 10 o'clock or whatever. Do me 2 hours training. Go and play golf for the rest of the day. And that's it. They will you out for a few. The club will wheel you out for a few appearances at hospitals. Blah, blah, blah. Right? Give you shitty jobs to do just to try and wind you up. Right? When you're in the bomb squad, and I've had players in the bomb squad, not quite the size of Real Madrid, but some of the chores they get given by the club, where the club are trying to get them to breach the contract and say, oh, fuck it, I ain't doing this. Right? Yeah. And that's what it all comes down to. And if the player doesn't breach, you just keep pushing the player until he says, fuck it, I'll go for less.
Basically.
Right? It's a game. It's all a game. It's not just football. Any industry, any business, it goes on. I've had it in 6 of my companies over the years of contracts being settled up beforehand, or breaches or terminations. Agents terminations is another one with players. Players and agents fall out. They try and terminate contracts. Billy Bollocks in the dressing room says, oh, you should go with that agent. And he's still got a year left on his contract. They want out. Players think they can just walk away from a contract. You'd be amazed how many players get sued in court breaching their contracts with their agents.
Yeah.
Was on all the time.
Yeah. Right, let's go back in the chat. Jesus. We both have one case of well done on you are following as well, Cameron.
Yeah, well done, yeah.
Well done, Cameron. I didn't know you had a show, mate. I have to sub to you.
We want to put you out. It hasn't come through. It hasn't come through, mate. Just bear with me a sec. I'll see if I can click on my. Yes. There you go. Oh no, it just said put user timeout. I don't want to time myself out. Right, okay.
Yeah, he wants to time himself out. You've got to do it. Or you've got to go on the YouTube and do it. Can't do it through Spoon Labs.
Don't worry about it, Brownie. Do it another time, mate.
Casey, you heard about sad news about his sister.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
It was interesting to see that she's actually taking action against Cardiff City when they were trying to look after the family. I always thought, but I don't know what that's all about, and I don't see really what action she can take. But it's all very distasteful. All that, the whole thing from start to finish, isn't it?
Listen, even as a Cardiff fan,
he was a good player. Really good player.
The whole episode just leaves a real sour taste in my mouth, and a real mindset that people just focus on business and not bloody common sense.
Well, I can't understand, Brownie, on this one. Surely there's an insurance payout somewhere that would cover the transfer fee either way, right?
There should be, but it isn't in the deal.
But from what I hear, Cardiff City didn't insure him. I think this is what the argument. A lot of I might be wrong. This is gossip, right? This is
respect. Listen, with the greatest respect, this is a court. This is a legal matter going on. I don't want to.
No. We're just talking off the cuff, mate. Right?
No, we're not. I don't want to go down my avenue.
Oh, we'll do that on the Dave's Banter show then, Tufty. We're not fucking scared, are we?
No, we're not scared. I apologise to Mike Ashley, man. Fucking hell, if I get replies on email now by Mike Ashley, it'll be fucking mental.
Anybody, Brownie, there's no liable case for football fans discussing anything on YouTube, mate. I can tell that for a fact now.
I don't agree, if I'm honest. Really, I know, we all know for many years, but I do feel let down sometimes, not by him, but by the people he got working for him.
Well, it's like with every paper journalist, you get some journalists that are cunts and some are not. Yeah. Like I tried to reach out to a couple of journalists today. They're just, you're not getting any answer. I tried to reach out about Amanda Stabley being on ITV News today. No one's given us anything. The only person that gave us something was Amanda Stabley's PR. Now, come on. Yeah. Surely someone else should as well. The fans want to know, and that's what I want to try and get across on my channel. The fans want to know what is going on with this club. What is happening? Why is it being played out in the public eye? We don't want this played out in the public eye. We want it sorted. And I've got another thing, because the media for sport in Parliament has said he wants it done as soon as possible. He wants it closed. He wants the deal closed. He says if it doesn't happen by July the 31st, he will go and step in.
Cheddar says he must be something in it for him to still be a favour to join Cardiff.
There is something. There is.
Of course there is. Bookies ain't daft, mate. Bookies ain't daft.
Randy says, I miss Nathan's old hair. I do as well.
Yeah. Tufty's no longer Tufty anymore.
I know. Tufty dyeing his hair Denmark's flag if Denmark win?
No.
You need to dye your hair blue, Nate.
Yeah, I'm doing that start of the Premier League.
Carlton, Real Madrid haven't got a leg of sand on. You can just go back, train with the kids, and 6 million.
Yeah, but what in Gareth Bale's mind is that there, he doesn't want to do that. He wants to go and play for a football club, not sit around playing with kids. Definitely not.
Randy, today's banter show road to 1,000 before football with Brownie. No way.
You never know. You never know. Big comeback.
That can't happen. That can't happen. No.
Never for social media. Kelsey, like Salah's mother must be struggling her own son. Her husband died, and now her daughter is trying to kill herself.
It's a very,
very, very sad situation.
it is a very sad
To
situation.
lose a child is awful. I lost a child 20 odd years ago, and it's probably the worst thing that can happen in your life. To the thought of losing another one would be unbelievable. And it's not like it wasn't just normal circumstances either, was it? Let's be fair. He was on the crest of a wave. He was moving football clubs. He's flying around in private jets or whatever, and he's about to play. I think it was the Premiership at the time, and it was going from up there in the motions. If you imagine it coming all the way down there, bang in the middle of overnight, really, isn't it? And it must be absolutely terrible for the mother. I think it was ex-husband. It doesn't matter if it's ex-husband or husband. She was still the father of those children. And then to start losing nearly both your children, awful. And there's something that I don't know. I don't want to say too much because it'd be guesswork. And it's not something really to guesswork on, is it? But I would say that there's something is tipping that sister over the edge more than just the death.
She knows something that we don't know.
Well, she's always said the football mafia. She's always blamed it on the football mafia. And there's something just still to that case doesn't ring true to me. Even the pilot missing.
I'd say it's all
the body found.
Let's not go down that avenue.
Yeah, Brownie, we'll do it on the day's banter show. We'll talk about it on there, Nath. Brownie in particular is.
It's a good question for you, Nath, because I know he played for Sunderland after Cardiff. But did you stop at Newcastle?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Michael Chopper. Yeah. He also tried to buy the club, actually.
No, he couldn't. He ain't got a penny to scratch his ass with, Nate. Right? He's all in the casinos, mate. Right?
Yeah, he tried to buy with Consortium though.
Chopper was a great football player, but fucking idiot, mate. Spunked all his money down a casino. Right? Honestly, he lived out by me, mate. It was, dear. And then when it's all gone, it was all gone, his career just.
Yeah, his career.
Threw a career away, really, that lad. There we go. But he's pops on. I have to laugh when he has a pop at the Newcastle board and he tries to get in on that because he's just trying to keep his publicity stakes going. He's hiding in fucking Holland for fuck's sake.
He is, yeah.
He's having to do it via Twitter,
Yeah. Well,
I used to laugh because the amount of on a Friday afternoon, Ladbrokes Penarth would be full of Cardiff players or backroom staff or manager, and Michael Chopper kicking fuck into a bandit because he's just lost fucking thousands. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
it was a regular occurrence.
Footballers do bet. They probably bet on their own team. There's been cases like that, and
I've always said there's too much money involved in football for it not to be rich.
Oh, at the end of the day, well, you remember they're kids, aren't they? If you're giving a kid 25 grand, he's finished training at 11:30 in the morning, say.
Goes home.
He can't go on the piss. He goes on the piss, he's in the shit, and right? So he can't go on the piss.
Well, he could go on the piss in the house.
Well, he could do, but they don't, right? But that's not the socialising. That's not the buzz after training.
Yeah.
You don't want to go home from training. You've had your lunch at the club normally before you've left, right? What else you got to do? Once you start watching a few horses.
Yeah, put a few horses. I'll put this horse on. He must be good. I'll put 25 grand on this horse.
But anyone, like someone tells me still lives in the area. But if anyone in the Penarth area goes into Penarth Ladbrokes and take tips from Russell Slade on who's going to win the next horses, don't do it. Don't do it. I think
do it. Put all your money on it. 10 grand. Do it.
I don't think he lives Cardiff anymore, Russell Slade. I don't think he lives Cardiff anymore.
You always Penarth Ladbrokes. Funny enough.
Well, Corky was another one. Corky loved his horses. Kurt Nogan was the big gambler at Cardiff. He'd bet on 2 flies going up the wall.
Tottenham's owned by
They're
the
got
bookies.
owned by the bookies. Great player, shit gambler.
Oh, you're right there, Colton.
Well, yeah, but
Nathan's a secret Sunderland fan. That's why he wants to successful see Bruce.
right, I don't want this to happen. Well, I want my club to be successful, and like I said on the Diaz Bounty show, I said the club. All I want is a club that tries, a team that will just do something for a change, not be stuck around mid-table. It's just it's horrible going to a match and saying, oh, the team's going to lose today, and it's really horrible.
Cameron said, "What's coming over the hill? It's William Hill. William Hill.
If William Hill want to sponsor us,
Yeah.
William
Hill. Any other betting companies?
Yeah, William Hill, we'll have you, William Hill.
Yeah, we'll have you, Paddy Power. I'll bet on you all the time.
As long as you give us trips to your offices in Gibraltar, we find as well, Stephen.
Yeah, too right, mate.
Right.
Imagine imagine Spain did get through last night and it would be England Spain in the final. That would have been
Can you imagine watching that in Gibraltar?
Oh,
you'd get killed. You'd get killed.
Fantastic, mate. Fantastic. Watching it around Ocean Village and the marina there be fantastic, wouldn't it?
But
there'd be more England fans in the water than there would be in the bars, I reckon.
Yeah.
If you're kicking off in La Linea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just watching Spain last night. Morata, what is he doing?
Let's get on to it. Right.
Hello, Nan.
Let's go.
Hey, Nan.
Let's go on to it. Italy beat Spain.
It was a good game.
I would say it was a fantastic game, Nath. I thought it was such an enjoyable game. Do you know what ruined that game for me? Only one thing. I had my bloody COVID jab in the afternoon.
I did as well. Why the fuck does it have to be on a good game?
I know, but what a game of football. It was end-to-end stuff. I thought Spain did play better than Italy. And what they did show me, Spain, is that Italy are beatable and England will beat Italy.
Yeah.
More faith in England beating Italy if they get that far.
Yeah, and Morata, I just don't understand Morata. You miss a penalty. Yes, you score, but you miss a penalty. The Spanish media will be going bonkers with him.
I was watching El Chiquito last night.
What did they say?
If I'm honest with you, I was quite surprised.
God, they've been saying he's a very good player, haven't they?
I'm quite surprised because the word coming out of the Spanish camp after that defeat was quite positive, and whether or not it's propaganda, I don't know, but it's quite positive, and that was following on from, I would say, the majority of the writers there. On average, you probably get about, say, six different writers, from Marca to Deportivo.
I've got the England team. Do you want to hear the England team? I've got it.
Yeah, shout it out, Nave.
Yeah, the England team. England line up like this: Pickford, Kyle Walker, John Stones, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, Mason Mount, Raheem Sterling, Bukayo Saka, and Harry Kane.
So, Saka starts as again. I said he would, didn't I? And maybe Sancho is out.
Yeah.
Sancho
was. Yeah.
Why would it? I don't know.
England are only going to rotate that team because Italy. You've got to think Italy's a good team.
But that's also getting ahead of yourself, isn't it?
No, it's not.
I think that's a good team. It's a proven team. It's already done the job. You're only one player difference there from the team that has played twice, aren't you?
Because you have got 1 day less rest. So England are going to take that to their advantage and rest a few players because Denmark.
They ain't resting. They ain't going to rest the semi-final, mate.
Right. Let's
disagree with that, Tufty. They won't rest the best players in the semi-final.
Let's finish last night's game off first, right? Regarding Morata, who else? Okay, I was shouting for fast. Many of them. Also shouting for fast. But Spain have got a problem. Spain have definitely got a problem. Moreno is not up to it. We've seen that when he's taken his chances throughout this competition. he hasn't taken his chances.
Well, Brownie, I told you that. I told you that when we did the watch-alongs for Spain. I told you Spain had nothing up front. They're just lackluster. They can't score. They can score goals, but from mistakes.
That Poland game, that Switzerland game, that was the one we done a watch along. I thought I thought it was absolutely dreadful. So Moreno is not the answer. Aspas is getting older. Morata, for me, is definitely not the answer.
The only player I thought played well for Spain last night, Jordi Alba. What a player!
But what they saying,
hasn't done anything. Just be careful.
but the Spanish squad upbeat. The older players who knew that the Busquets, and let's be honest, Busquets played fantastic last night.
Oh, he had a great game.
He had a great game, and he come off, and I don't understand why he come off.
Really stepped up to the mark. But what they were saying is that the older players like Busquets, like Jordi Alba, were obviously down in the dumps because that's probably going to be their last competition.
Yeah, it probably will be.
So,
yeah,
but the upbeatness, if it is such a word, coming from a Spanish camp, is that everyone else is of a younger age. They come, they've got a few more tournaments in them. But
look, Spain will go again. Spain will go again, and they could.
If you look at the counter to that, yes, you can say that you got a few tournaments in that Spanish squad. Yeah, you have. But I can't see a Spanish striker coming in for.
Look, is there any Spanish strikers out there? Any good?
There's none.
So what are you going to do? Go to your under-21s and go, yeah, I know you play really well in the under-21s, but come to the first team. We'll know it. We'll nurture you. We'll do a Harry Kane. We'll nurture you. And if you're shit, we'll just shoot.
Does that mean that they're going to play with force number 9 for nearly?
Well, yeah, they're going to have to, because if they've got no... Would you rather play a false 9 or a Morata? Question for the chat as well. What would you play, a false 9 or Morata?
That move to Chelsea actually destroyed his career, hasn't it?
That Juventus he plays shite because he's got Cristiano Ronaldo there.
Right. Well, no, but when he went to Juventus on loan, he was all right. Yeah,
yes, but you wonder why he was all right with Juventus because he had Cristiano Ronaldo. Who's he got in the Spain squad that actually feeds off him? Nobody.
When he on loan first. Pogba would
play Morata. Would you really?
Just while you're arguing over the point, ads.
Yeah.
One point I'd like to make. Do you think penalties are fair?
No.
Do you think it? Well, so what do you do? Right,
goal.
What I would do, I'd play extra time like they do, but then before the then. If we haven't settled it in extra time, then go golden goal rather than penalties.
Yeah, but what you can do? Play till the score.
Yeah,
yeah. You could be there till fucking next year.
Well, we all love football, don't we? We all love football.
Imagine a watch along me and Brownie sitting there. We'll be asleep by the time
it wouldn't go on that long, would it? It wouldn't go on for hours and hours and hours.
It would. That's why they scrapped golden goal because it went on for hours.
No. It didn't go on. I never saw it go on for hours.
Well, why did the scrap golden goal?
No, golden goal went on and then went to penalties, didn't it? It used to be golden goal, and if golden goal didn't settle it, then they went to penalties. That's what they used to do, didn't they?
So would you do that?
No. What you do, right? Come on, these players are on a fucking fortune, right? Have a bit of overtime. You do your 90 minutes. It's a draw, right? You then go to normal extra time, right? Normal extra time. If the game's still at a draw at normal extra time, instead of going to penalties, you go to golden goal. Play to your drop.
Play to your drop.
There's going to be mistakes. They're going to be knackered, right?
So you're good. But that's unfair because it's one goal in it.
Well, the matters. The fitness on the fitness of the squad will see the better team through.
Right, listen, I know what you're saying, yeah, because
I'm just going to go to the fridge, mate. Carry on. I'll be back.
Okay.
I know what he's saying, because last night, Spain were the better team, but okay, they struggling on strikers. The defense partnership I haven't liked. You know that yourself, Nate.
Yeah, definitely.
The last night because you had Garcia in there. Because Pau Torres, I don't know, but I can't understand the hype with Pau Torres.
I don't rate him.
Right. So, but one thing in which Spain have lacked throughout this tournament, and even before, if they had an ISCO of 2016, 2018, where during the time, I thought he was going to easily be a Ballon d'Or the way he was going. If they had an ISCO, someone who could link the midfield to the strikers, it's all well and good. This is what I keep on telling people with the younger generation, and I don't mean to, belittle their mindset, but a lot of them these days are taken over by the thought of FIFA and all these facts and statistics and bollocks, right? Now, Spain is a prime example of my argument, right?
Yeah.
You can pass till you fucking drop for 90 minutes.
You can, yeah.
But if the passing is backwards, sideways, boring as fuck, no penetration in it, and looking for that goal, stats go completely out of the window.
Of course they do.
All
you've seen in this tournament really is Spain pass back, forward, back, forward, back, forward. What's happening with that? You need to go forward to score. You don't go backwards to score.
But the reason being, right? The reason being is because they haven't had an outlet like an Isco who can link it up.
Yes, but why do you not take like an Isco? Why did you not take Ramos? Why did you not take big players like that? Why did you leave all the Real Madrid players out?
Isco,
are you anti-Real Madrid biased?
Listen, Isco is he's let himself down. He's let himself off on a weight. He's had loads of burgers.
Burger boy. The burger boy.
So, and hey, we don't know about his Real Madrid future. Is that safe?
No, apparently he's going to. He's in talks with Milan, but he's been in talks with everyone. But regarding, I also want to pick up on this as well, Nate, right? Because people are on about Luis Enrique with his Barcelona connections. Obviously, he had most of his success at Barcelona, most of his success as a player.
He did, yeah.
Manager. But people forget that he played 150 games for Real Madrid.
True, yeah.
Before he went to Barcelona. Is it anti-Real Madrid? Probably not.
Well, so you wouldn't think it's anti-Real Madrid, would you not?
No. What I do think may not be anti-Real Madrid.
Right.
But I do think that certain people within the Spanish Football Federation are anti-Florentino Perez.
Yeah, but come on, right? You're anti-Florentino Perez, right?
Steve is old enough to remember these days, right? I'm sorry, right? But Steve, you know yourself, back the Spain teams in the 80s and 90s, a lot of football politics come in.
Cool, won't they just? Yeah.
And that's why they were not successful doing that. That's why the national team and something is telling me it's more of a stick of two fingers up against Florentino Perez because of a Super League. This is what I'm trying to, it's like.
So then, should every club do that? So should Man United players should be banned?
Listen, we own by.
So what we're basically saying here is, so Harry Maguire should be out. Jordan Henderson should be out.
Over there, mate. Over there, it's completely different kettle of fish, right? The politics football is completely different to what you have in the UK. People just do it for a statement. They don't listen. If, and it is a big if, I put it on Twitter last night. If the 80s and 90s Spanish politics is coming back into Spanish football, the only people who's going to be penalised and hurt are the Spanish football fans. Because they want to.
You can't just do that. That's a disgrace.
And you can't hide from the fact. See, you know yourself. You can't hide from the fact that at the moment in Spain there's an anti-Catalan movement.
Oh, big time! Yeah, big time.
You know, and I think it could well be. I think the comment of Luis Enrique being pro Barcelona and anti Real Madrid, I think it's get it down back Catalan kind of avenue. But I really looked at his career and I realised that he actually played at Real Madrid. You know, I do fear where Spain is going because of a lack of strikers in the next few years.
Yeah, well, that's the problem at the end of the day, innit? I'm not Spanish, you're not Spanish, Nath. Do we give a fuck about the Spanish? Do we?
No, but over the years, the brand of football.
But only lasted so long, mate.
It just shows you the English league is the best league in the world because England.
Yeah.
Because England are in a semi-final. Where's Wales? Where's your Spain? Where's your France? Where's your? They're not good league.
You can't put Wales in the same category as Spain and France, can you?
Well,
Italy, come on, then. Italy. What's your thoughts about Italy?
Well, Italy have been all right.
Sorry, go on, Nate.
Italy have been all right. Italy haven't been a great side because it's took them extra time and pens to win. But with England, it hasn't took them extra time or pens. And you can't say we haven't played good caliber teams because we have. We knocked Germany out.
Yeah.
It shows you, doesn't it? You can't say we've played weak teams because Czech Republic are a good team. Germany are a good team. Croatia are a good team.
Nobody's a weak team, really, in the Euro. Anyone who's qualified in the Euros, mate, nobody's a weak team.
No, North Macedonia aren't, even though they're qualified as well.
Right. Okay, here's a question for you guys and question for people in the chat. And a big if at the moment, right? Because Denmark are no pusher over us.
Oh, come on. You're going to say Denmark with it, aren't you?
No. I'm going to say going on last night, but not so much last night's performance. Also,
let's not go on last night. Let's go on the whole tournament.
Can England beat Italy?
Yes.
There?
Oh, 100%, mate.
And when we get that, when we come on,
I think last night that we saw the weaknesses of Italy.
Yeah.
And I think, and I'm not saying it because I'm English, because I've been one of the biggest knockers of English football for many years. But I think Southgate has actually pulled it together.
We knocked Southgate on the first Roundup, if you can remember.
Yeah. I've never been impressed.
Well, I know I haven't either. But
I have, and I'm not, if you know what I mean. I know what he's done, though. I know what he's done and gelled. And I've said it on many shows on this show. He's had them since kids, these players, and he's actually gelled a football team together with English players. And that's the big difference, all right, to the past. Did I think he would do as well as he's done? I was nervous.
I was nervous walking into this tournament, but
he's proved everybody wrong. Everybody.
Yeah, he's proved everyone wrong. He's proved the whole country wrong.
He could do wrong is now lose tonight.
If he loses tonight, he has to go. I'm sorry. We've got to win it now.
No, you can't sack a manager who's done all that on one game. Anything can happen in 90 minutes of football.
I know anything would happen, but
who would you replace him with? Who's better?
Big Sam.
Big Sam. Good shout. No,
but do you really think Big Sam will be let back by the FA? I go around this and around that.
There's no one to replace him. If he loses tonight, he still reached the semi-final. If he was Welsh, he'd be getting an open-top bus given him to him at the airport when he flew home. right? Because they celebrate semi-finals with an open top bus.
Yeah, they do,
So,
don't they? Yeah.
Yeah. So we can't. It's no. Should every European manager be sacked because he hasn't made it to the final? Of course they shouldn't.
No,
Right?
they shouldn't. But I'm just saying,
No.
England.
That's typical British football fan mentality. Then sack him. Fuck it. We lost.
and I hate these people saying that.
This is taking years to develop what he's developed. All right. Of course they're capable of losing a game. Of course they are. Right. Hopefully they won't. But you can't sack a manager for losing a semi-final, for fuck's sake, over 90 minutes.
No.
Right?
I can't overnight. Yeah.
You wanted fucking Mike Ashley out. Now you're apologising to him. Come on now, Tufty.
Hey, listen to this now.
You're starting to sound like a message boarder on fucking CardiffCity.com where it was fucking cool.
I wouldn't work for them.
No, fucking hopeless. They're removing all my posts, mate, because I've invited them and said, come on the show then. You got something to say? Let's fucking hear you say it. Yeah?
Listen to this, right?
Go on.
Switzerland beat France on penalty.
Oh, we're going to call that. What? Yeah, right. Okay.
Hang on.
Point proven.
Right? You be amazed with it. No. Switzerland beat France on penalties.
Yeah.
Spain beat Switzerland on penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Italy beat Spain on penalties. Who will beat Italy on penalties?
England. We're not go pens. We're winning. We're winning 90 minutes. We're winning the 90 minutes.
But what a crazy fact.
It is. And this tournament has been a good tournament. This tournament has been a really good tournament.
I agree a bit with Cameron. The whole tournament has been a joke. No excuses. But England have played all the games.
Oh, come on. We've played one in Rome. We've played one in Rome and we won.
Yeah, he said.
You can't say that. Not allowed.
It's unfair.
It's not. Right. So we're going to go to unfair, right? It weren't our choice. We didn't want to. We didn't get the choice to play at Wembley. It was UEFA. It was the groups. The groups.
No, I agree. Teams and clubs are using excuses now because they've been knocked out. It's now unfair. I don't think the whole tournament was set up right. I don't think that. I don't agree with the travelling distances and stuff like that. But then England, why should England have to fly from fucking London to Rome and Rome back to fucking London?
Yeah. Why didn't you?
Everybody through it.
Why wasn't the whole tournament?
England at the end of the day, via COVID and all the rest of it, and the quickest to have basically the vaccination, got selected for the semi-finals and the final. Of course, England have got a little bit. England have proved that they don't need that, but when they went to Rome with no fans and fucking Ukraine, you know what I mean? So
there was all the Ukraine fans. All the Ukraine fans were there. We weren't. We smashed them still because we're good. We're England, and it just shows you we can do it without fans. So Denmark tonight. Oh, we got no fans.
Anyway, are we having a watch along tonight for the big game? Who wants to watch along?
You do one, Dave. I can't do one.
I'll do one. I'll do one for a laugh.
I mean, you will do one with me, dear.
Yeah, I'll do it on my channel. Nathan, come on.
Yeah, do it.
You get the telly on. You go sit in the lounge.
Mr. Ryan, Mr. Arsenal podcast. He says it's coming home.
It is. I'm telling you, it's coming home.
Right, folks. We're doing a watch along on the Day's Banter Show. England versus Denmark live from Daya's front room. There we are. Cheering them on. Come on, the boys.
Come on, the boys.
You know what, right? I'm not kidding you. Right? What's the situation with the Denmark fans?
Denmark do this, Denmark do that. What? All I'm hearing is Denmark this, Denmark that. It's like, come on.
You know what? After I have got no sympathy whatsoever if no Denmark fans are allowed into because that's exactly they didn't give a shit when there was no Welsh fans allowed in Amsterdam. They didn't cry foul on that thing. It just went there. So
Italy are crying foul though because they won it in Rome, the final, and UEFA said no, and now they're crying to the Prime Minister. Come on, right. Yeah, played in Rome. You're not going to let England fans in Rome, though, are you? So why we played in Rome? Play it in Wembley. Don't be changing the final last minute, because that fucks up the sponsors, having to travel all the way to Rome. It fucks up the England team, because the England team know they're playing at Wembley.
I'm setting it up now, Nath. The watch along. Come on!
And there, Randy said it will be the most professional watch along in history.
Oh, don't worry, Randy.
I wouldn't go that far when England are playing, Randy. Maybe a fucking laugh.
We'll be pissed. We'll be pissed. Okay. So don't worry. We will be really pissed. So
and Randy said, I'm doing a watch along as well. My pants and 8-pack
of beer. Oh, I've got
Are you around all night tonight, Brownie? Or are you off into Cardiff?
No, it's Cardiff. I know. No comment.
No, Brownie's going to be hiding. Brownie's ready to hide. So when England win, Brownie be hiding in Cardiff. You'll not see him for the next 10 days.
Richard said, hi. Yeah, Rich, listen, and congratulations. Everyone sending congratulations to Jake, West Ham unofficial. I heard that he's got his watch hours. Well done, Jake. I know he's already got the subscribers, but the reverse run
yeah. It's you gotta get the watch hours and everything, yeah.
Subscribers, it was the other way around. So congratulations, and now we can really start paying Daya for his appearance fee.
Yeah, I heard that. Schedule for later. Tick the box.
Cameron said, "Big Cornelius, the head over 90th winner, 90th minute winner." Jesus.
Right. Okay. Right. Denmark. I'm going to put this word out here. Denmark. Yes, we're all sorry about Christian Eriksen, right? But why? Well, why are the Welsh media now and the Scottish media wanting Denmark to win?
Well, it's all banter, isn't it? That's why. Listen, that's why our channels are all taken off in the right way, because everyone loves football banter. It's all about opinion.
Hey, Nate, just a question, mate. I'm trying to schedule it on Facebook for 5 to 8.
Yeah.
They won't accept it for some reason. Why is that?
I don't know.
Schedule for later. Right. Facebook doesn't allow starting more than 10 minutes late.
Well, you must have gone. Yeah, 10 minutes late. So 10 minutes from a time in which you. I don't know. Anyway, listen, I'm going to have to go because I got to get ready. Guys, thank you very much.
Yeah, Brownie's having his Denmark top on today. He probably ordered it from Amazon.
Everybody, get over to the watch along on the Day's Banter Show, where me and Nathan will be watching the mighty England, the mighty world-famous England who won the World Cup in
1966, and they're going to do the same.
We're going to watch the game tonight. See you there. The Day's Banter Show. Make sure you subscribe. I'm setting it up now. Right. See you later. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Before I go, just want to say one thing. Oh, he's gone anyway.
But he's gone.
For Cardiff City fans in the chat, I've had confirmation from the one and only Derek Brazil, who played for Cardiff in the 90s. I played for Man United as well under Ferguson, but
all right, man.
But yeah, so gonna have a chat with Derek, but it's gonna be after the Euros. Let's get the Euros away first, and then we'll get ex-professionals back on the channel. So there's one for Cardiff City fans. Also, as well, Nate. You know what? I'm gonna leave you with this comment. Right? I actually want England to win today. Right?
Really?
It'd be far worse when you lose the final than when you lose the semi-final.
Oh, yeah, Brownie. Yeah. We're going to smash Denmark tonight, and then we're smashing Italy.
I'll catch you later.
Yeah, catch you later. Everyone, go and subscribe to Dave Banter. I'll be there very, very soon. Just going to finish our PT, and then we'll be ready for the watch along.
Okay, ta-da, mate.